In this video, I'm going to answer the question that you want to know, which is, can you play your guitar chords on an ukulele? Man, these things ring out forever. But by the way, welcome to ukelikethepros. I'm Terry Carter, and are you a guitar player wanting to play the ukulele? Or maybe you already do, and the question is, can I take my guitar chords? By the way, this is like a small size guitar, and it feels enormous when you play in here. This is my tenor Koloha Napaka. Anyway, can you play your guitar chords on an ukulele? I'm going to go over that, explain if you can or not in this video. So thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Turn on that bell notification, and then if you dig in what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button and share this video. So we got a standard 6-string guitar, and we got a tenor Koloha Napaka. Talk more about this in a second. Ukulele, by the way, you can get this at my store, the #1 store for all ukulele needs, store.ukelikethepros.com. And we'll do a little playing. Do you know that I'm a guitar player? Actually, I spent most of my career as an LA studio musician as a guitar player, but you probably know me more these days, at least here on this channel at Ukelikethepros, more as a ukulele player. So what do you say? Are you ready? Let's just dive right in. By the way, this is an old Washburn. Matter of fact, we don't even know when it is because they weren't even really keeping track of this, but this is from the early 1900s. This is a Washburn. This is actually a parlor-sized guitar, which is funny because it feels huge compared to the tenor. But I got this from a good friend of mine, John Barron. And so anyway, I decided to bring this one out. The strings are a little rusty. Not rusty, they're just dirty. But I thought it was a cool guitar that I wanted to share with you. Brazilian rosewood on it, and just such an old, unique sound. So maybe you're a guitar player. Are you a guitar player? Let me know. Leave that comment below. So maybe you're a guitar player and you want to get into this ukulele craze. Is it ukulele or ukulele? It doesn't matter, whatever you want. And you want to get into this craze because you see it everywhere. Oh my gosh. You might even see me everywhere. You're like, dude, I see your ads everywhere. I see your videos all the time. I can't get away from you. Maybe there's something to this ukulele thing. Or maybe guitar's a little bit too big for you. Maybe you have some hand issues and you want to get over to a smaller instrument like ukulele because it is a lot more. Let's be honest. It's a lot more easier of an instrument to kind of handle as far as the size. You only got 4 strings versus the 6 strings of the guitar. But can you just take your guitar chords and put them on the ukulele? I don't know. Let's see. Did you notice I actually played the same shape, right? I played the same shape on the guitar as I did on ukulele, but did it sound the same? Okay, a couple of differences. Right off the bat, steel strings versus nylon strings. So that's going to give you a little bit of sound, but there's a way bigger difference than that, all right? Let me show you. All right, so first of all, like I mentioned, 6 strings, standard guitar tuning, E, A, D, G, B, and E on this thing. Okay, we'll go with ukulele tuning in a second. But when I grab this chord right here, do you know what chord that is? You know what to do. Leave that comment below. But if I grab this chord, on the guitar here, that is a... This thing sounds amazing. This is a D chord. All right, let me grab my uke. All right, so I do have my uke here. This is a very cool Napaka. This has koa wood and mango. Mango, koa, koa, and mango. So very unique. Aloha here, but again, you can get these stored at ukelikethepros.com. All right, so the tuning here, we got G. This one does have a low G on it. C, that's right. E, and A. And also, that's it. We only got the 4 strings right there. So plus, like I mentioned earlier, these are actually fluorocarbon strings, but like nylon strings. All right. So now when I grab that same chord shape now, that I'm playing on my guitar. Now this is now a G chord. How does that work? D chord on the guitar, G chord on the ukulele, even though it's the same shape. Think about that for a second. All right, now we're back with this. Now, let's do another chord, and I'll talk to you about this transposition here. Now, if you normally do a G chord on the guitar, let's do a 3-finger G chord, this full one. All right, great sounding chord, a chord you gotta know. But when I start off, people, if I'm teaching, and I do have guitar content, rocklikethepros.com, uke like the pros, rock like the pros. You see where I'm going with this? All right, if I'm teaching a beginner, what I'll do is I'll just teach them this right here. 1 finger on the first string, and that's the G chord. It's just an easier version of this one right here. So that's a G chord. What is that chord, this shape at least, what is that called on an ukulele? All right, so this is chord number 1. Primo, number 1, the granddaddy chord of them all, which is this same shape I'm doing here. First string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, except, of course, we only have 4 strings, not 6. This is your C chord, okay? So think about that. G chord on the guitar, C chord here on the ukulele. And by the way, this is it. Like, that's the chord you learn right there. That C chord is the very first chord. So are you getting this transposition? Let me give you one more example. Man, the guitar is cool, isn't it? It is cool. All right, now, let's just go ahead and, should we stick with that chord? No, let's stick with this chord right here. Going a little out of tune, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. All right, so this chord right here, this is your E chord on the guitar. Okay, but let's think about that. Let's just for this example here, because of course you can't play the 2 strings, right? The 5th and 6th string you can't play on the ukulele. Now let's just kind of take those away. Let's just do this shape: 2 1 0 0. Okay, that's your E chord on the guitar. So based on what we did earlier, can you figure out what would that shape be on the ukulele? Think about it. It's a 4th up. All right, let's grab it. All right, so I got this same shape, right? 2 1 0 0, except this one's in tune a little bit better. All right, now on this, remember it was an E on the guitar. Remember I said it's the 4th up, E, F, G, A. So this is your A chord on the ukulele. So yes, the answer, the question, can you play guitar chords on your ukulele? Absolutely, you can. Matter of fact, they are the same exact shape. You got to take out the 2 strings, the 5th and 6th string from the guitar when you're playing the ukulele. But, okay, now if you got a guitar lady, that's a different story. That's the 6th string. We're not dealing with that, just the ukulele tech. But it is a transposition. Okay, so what is it? It's a 4th up. So whatever chord you have on your guitar is going to be a 4th up. So if it's a C chord on the guitar, it's a what? C, D, E, F chord on the ukulele. If it's a G chord on the guitar, it's a G, A, B, C chord on the ukulele. If it's a, what was the other chord we did? If it's a D chord on the guitar, D, E, F, G, it's a G chord on the ukulele. So everything is a 4th up. All right, let me give you one other trick. All right, I got one more trick for you. Are you digging this? Leave a comment below, smash the like button, share the video. Come on, get involved here with our fantastic community. And by the way, if you want to learn this stuff, I got guitar stuff, rocklikethepros.com. I got ukulele stuff, ukelikethepros.com. I got you covered. All right, notice what I did here. I got a capo on the 5th fret. Boom, 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 up to the 5th fret. Right now, check this out. When I play this chord, this is the same shape I played down here, right? Remember, it's a D chord here. When I move it up here, What happened there? Did you notice? When you capo the guitar at the 5th fret, you actually have the same exact tuning of the ukulele. And actually, you can play the same chords and they will match. So capo 5 on the guitar gives you the same tuning on the ukulele, of course, minus the 2 strings. So what do you think? It's like magic, isn't it? But can you play guitar chords on your ukulele? Of course you can. It's totally possible. It's all the same shape. What you do have to get used to is the transposition, get used to the new names of it. And by the way, when I'm teaching, sometimes I'll teach a guitar lesson, then I'll go to an ukulele, and I will get my brain will say D chord when I'm playing the ukulele, even though on the ukulele, this is as you know now, a G chord. So, all right, that's going to do it. I appreciate you being here, all the support. If you want to dig more of us here, I already told you, store.ukelikethepros.com, the #1 store online. You know the sites, Rock Like the Pros, Ukulele the Pros. But did you know on Patreon? You can join us on Patreon at Ukulele the Pros. You can join us on Instagram at Ukulele the Pros as well. So thanks for sharing this video, smashing that like button, leaving the comments, and subscribing. Whew! It's like a laundry list of things to do. But anyway, I do appreciate all of it. All your support helps, and it's going to keep us rocking here with the video. So that's going to do it for me. I'm out of here. Well, I got to get to work. So the shop, that is. So I'll see you guys next time.